Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Once again, it's your boy Abdul. I'm coming to you on a Friday night live stream. I haven't done a live stream in a while, so we're going to have a little talk today. This has been on my mind for a little while. It's really been I've been thinking about this topic for a second. Is toxic relationships destroying your health? Now think about that. Is toxic relationships destroying your health? And why do I ask that? Why do I ask that? Because of the simple fact that most people have a lot of health conditions due to stress. Okay. Most people, it's exacerbated by stress. Okay. So is your relationships the reason why you have all this stress? Is your relationships the reason why you have high blood pressure? Is your relationships the reason why your diabetes is acting up? Is your relationships the reason why that if you have an STD is flaring up? Is your relationships the reason why you have headaches? You know, is your relationship the reason why you are overweight? A lot of times we don't realize how our relationships affect us. Think about it. You've ever been in a bad relationship? You've ever been in a toxic relationship with a partner? Either your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, anything like that. You've been in a relationship and you hate going home. I know some people right now who, when they get off work, do not want to go home. They do not want to go home. These jokers be like, man, they try to figure out everything in the world not to go home because they don't have any peace in the house. Okay. And if you don't have any peace in the house, that means your home is stressful. Now, let's go through the mechanicism on how stress affects you. All right. So we're going to talk about this. Stress raises cortisol level. Cortisol is a hormone that's secreted by the adrenal glands. Cortisol is a inflammatory hormone. It's good for you. It's needed in times of stress. Your body secretes cortisol. But when you are secreting too much cortisol, it is damaging to the arteries. It is damaging to the heart. Too much cortisol is damaging to the kidneys. Okay? So this hormone is staying high. It is damaging the body. Okay? So you want to keep cortisol low. One of the ways you keep cortisol low is not being in a stressful relationship. You keeping your stress down. Cortisol is a stress hormone. Guess what is not up? When you're not stressed. So if your toxic relationship with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, or your wife, those things are really weighing on you, it can actually make you sicker. Okay? I'm going to give you an example. We have people that come to the store. We have a customer that come to the store. And one of the things he realized that his marriage was so toxic for him that he didn't want to go home. He chose not to go. He chose to work later. And when he would go home, he realized that his blood pressure would go up. He understood that the problems him and his wife was having was causing his blood pressure to go up. Now, I'm not an advocate for divorce or anything like that. I think people should stay married as long as possible. But if it's at the point where it's actually taking a toll on you, it's breaking down your body, maybe y'all need to go do family counseling, or maybe it's time for y'all to separate, or you go to marriage counseling or separate. I think it's the best thing in the world to be in a relationship. I really do. I think there is a part of us that needs that interaction with the other person. Think about that. You don't want to be lonely. Most people don't want to be lonely. Most people want to be with someone else. it is almost like it's a need. I believe it's a need for us to come together in relationship. I think is a need. It's some people can do well by themselves, and let's keep it real. That's not most people. Most people do well in relationships. But you have to make sure the person you're in a relationship with, y'all bond together. You bond together. And that comes with time and growth. But if you have time and you have stagnation, it may be best for you to separate. If you have time and you have stress, all relationships have stress. I've been married for years now. All relationships have stress. They go up and they go down. As my father say, your relationships are like roller coaster. You'll have times that you'll go up and you'll go down. You'll be in love and you sometimes you really are not feeling that person. Okay? But it should be always more peace than anarchy. It should be more peace than anarchy. It should be more peace than stress. All right? And if you are dealing in a toxic relationship, your stress is breaking you down. You ever see somebody say, you look, when somebody's stressed, they look older? It is aging them. When you are stressed, you always got, man, the stress is giving me an ulcer. It literally is giving you an ulcer. It's literally giving you an ulcer. Why would you want to be in a situation where it is killing you? The relationship is killing you. You need to have peace in your relationship. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not sitting here saying peace does not necessarily mean you will not have problems and you will not have difficulties. All relationships have difficulties, but your relationship should not be killing you. If you are developing an ulcer by going home to your wife, that's not a good thing. If you are, as a woman, if you're going home, or when your husband comes home, or when your boyfriend comes home, and you feel as though you're about to pull out your hair, it is time. It is time to leave that relationship alone. Okay? Toxic relationships can literally kill you. We don't want anyone to be in a toxic relationship. We want you to be as healthy as you can be and have the best relationship you can have. That doesn't mean your relationship won't be boring. They always say the best relationships are the most boring relationships. I disagree. I think the best relationships are the relationship where you have boring times and you also have a little excitement. You're just not going to have more excitement than you are going to have boring times, but you still have excitement, right? But the best relationships are those with those dynamics. The worst relationships are they're exciting and you feel like you're dying inside because of the simple fact this person is giving you so much stress. Do you need stress in our life? Yes, stress actually makes you stronger to a certain degree. To a certain degree. When you're lifting weights, you are actually putting stress on your muscles and your bones. Well, what your body does is adapt to that. It makes them harder and stronger. It makes the bones thicker, helping you with osteoporosis and all those other things like that, and making you stronger. So that's a good stress. A bad stress is coming home and you've been working all day, and you know that when you get home, you have an argument coming with you. I know somebody who was going through a divorce. Very close to me that was going through a divorce a couple of years ago. And I'll never forget, he used to tell me, I prefer not to go home. He used to do everything in his world, anything possible not to go home. He used to work all day, then figure out other jobs to do, go home around 10, 11 o'clock at night, just so he can go to sleep and wake back up early in the morning and leave. Because the home life was stressful. He chose this and they end up getting a divorce. That was the best thing for them. But he chose that because he did not want to be in a house that was toxic, because it was harming his health. Watch out for toxic relationships. If you are in a toxic relationship, try to get out. If you are in a very stressful relationship, if you are married, go to counseling. Okay? If you are married, go to counseling. If it's beyond counseling, then you may have to split for your own sake, for both of y'all's sake. And toxic does not necessarily mean, nowadays everybody want to be happy. And I'm okay with that. I think happiness is important. But sometimes happiness is not everything. I'm not happy. Well, okay, all right. So what? Go pay them bills. Go put the work in. Make yourself happy. You got to figure out, because your partner is not necessarily meant to make you happy. You have to be happy with yourself too. But you do not need to be in toxic relationships, especially if you have bad health. Okay? So I want to do a quick live stream. This is a short one. Good 10 to 15 minute live stream, 10-minute live stream. I just wanted to get up here and talk. So that was on my mind. I was thinking about that. But all right, I'll bid y'all the next one. Like, share, and subscribe to the Health Man Show. Thank you for tuning into this live stream. I will bid you adieu to the next one.